Let me say this straight, no sugarcoating. Motivation is lying to you, and it's been doing it for a long time. It whispers in your ear, wait until you feel ready. Start when you feel inspired. Today isn't the right day, maybe tomorrow. And you believe it every single time. So you wait, you scroll through your phone, you postpone your life day after day. Here's the thing, if motivation has failed you again and again, if you've felt that cycle of excitement followed by disappointment, this video will finally explain why it keeps happening and what actually works instead. Stay with me, because this might change how you see your entire routine. Student life is full of relentless pressure, isn't it? Assignments piling up, exams around every corner, deadlines that seem impossible to meet. So naturally, you keep searching for motivation, you watch videos, you read quotes, you ask for advice. But here's the truth, and it's uncomfortable. Motivation is unreliable, deeply unreliable. It shows up late when you need it most, gets you hyped for about an hour, and then leaves early without warning. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why motivation keeps lying to you, why it feels so real but never sticks, and more importantly, how to build actual progress without waiting for it to magically appear. No hype, no fake energy pumping you up for 5 minutes, just real psychology, honest truth, and simple steps you can use today. Motivation feels incredibly powerful when it hits, doesn't it? Like lightning in a bottle. Suddenly, you feel unstoppable. Like you can conquer the world, you plan everything out perfectly, you promise yourself, this time will be different, you genuinely believe change is happening. But here's what's really going on, motivation is emotional. It's pure emotion. And emotions by their very nature fade. Neuroscience shows us that motivation is linked directly to dopamine spikes in your brain. Dopamine rises sharply with novelty, with something new and exciting, then it drops hard. That's exactly why motivation doesn't last beyond a few hours or maybe a couple of days. It's not real discipline, it's not commitment, it's excitement wearing a disguise. And excitement exhales sharply. That's always temporary. Think about it. Every time you've started something motivated, how long did it actually last? If your entire system depends on feeling motivated to function, it will always, inevitably, collapse. Not because you're weak, but because you built your foundation on quicksand. So if motivation can't be trusted, if it's just going to abandon you when things get hard, what should you rely on? What's the real answer? Let's talk about action. Real, unglamorous action. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. Motivation follows action. Not before it, but after. When you take even a small step forward, your brain immediately starts rewarding that progress. That reward, it creates actual momentum. Real momentum, not the fake kind. This is called behavioral activation in psychology, and it's actually used professionally to treat depression and burnout because it works. The process is simple, but powerful. You don't wait to feel like acting, you just act anyway. Then almost magically the feeling changes. Let me give you a quick test right now. Do one tiny task, just one. Open your notes app, read one single sentence from your last class, pick up that book you've been avoiding, and read one paragraph. Notice something? The resistance drops immediately. The wall isn't as high as you thought. That's real motivation being created. Not borrowed, not faked, but built by you through action. Mornings are where motivation lies to you the most viciously. You wake up tired, your bed feels perfect, your brain is foggy, unmotivated doesn't even cover it. So you tell yourself that classic lie, I'll start later when I feel better. Let me just wake up first. Later becomes afternoon, afternoon becomes evening, evening becomes never. Here's what your brain actually needs in the morning, and it's not motivation, it needs structure, simple, boring structure. Morning rule that changed everything for me. Start before you give yourself time to think about it. No elaborate planning, no pumping yourself up, no let me just check my phone first. Same place, same time, same first step every single day. Routine beats motivation every single time, because routine doesn't ask how you feel, it just exists. Mornings get you started, sure, but afternoons? Afternoons test whether your system actually works. By afternoon, that morning motivation is completely gone, and that's totally normal, expected even. Decision fatigue kicks in hard, your mental energy drops significantly, every choice feels 10 times harder. Relying on willpower during this time is a massive mistake. Willpower is a limited resource, and you've already spent most of it. You need to reduce choices entirely. Quick actions that actually work. Study at the exact same time daily. No deciding when feels right. Use the same workspace every time so your brain associates it with focus. Pre-plan your tasks the night before so afternoon you doesn't have to think. Less thinking about what to do. More automatic doing. Consistency doesn't come from willpower. It comes from simplicity. From making the right choice the easiest choice. Now let's talk about nights, where most people completely quit on themselves. At night, motivation's shape shifts into something darker. It becomes shame, guilt, regret. I should have done more today. I wasted another day. Why can't I just be consistent? Guilt feels productive, doesn't it? Feels like motivation pushing you. But it's absolutely not. It drains your energy for tomorrow. It makes the next day feel even harder before it even starts. Psychology shows us clearly that guilt increases avoidance behavior. The worse you feel about not doing something, the more you'll avoid it next time. Evening shift you need to make. Replace guilt with simple closure. Before bed, write down 3 things. 1 thing you actually did today, even if small. 1 thing you learned about yourself, your subject, anything. 1 thing for tomorrow, just 1, not 10. Close the day properly. Give your brain permission to rest. When you do this, your brain actually relaxes, and tomorrow becomes possible again. Let me be completely real with you for a second. You're not inconsistent because you lack motivation. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're inconsistent because you were taught to wait for motivation. Society taught you that. Social media taught you that. Even well-meaning advice taught you that. No one told you the truth, that real progress feels boring, repetitive, completely unexciting most days. But that boring, unsexy progress, that's what builds real confidence. Confidence that lasts beyond a motivational video. Confidence that survives bad days. And that kind of confidence, that's everything. Motivation is not your friend. It never was. Action is your friend. Structure is your friend. Systems that work even on bad days, those are your friends. So stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start small, even ridiculously small. Start tired, because you'll often be tired. Start unsure, because certainty is overrated anyway. If this video helped you see motivation differently, if it clicks something in your brain, hit that like button so more students can hear this message instead of the usual hype. Subscribe for honest guidance that actually works in real life, not just in theory. And share this with someone you know who's still waiting to feel motivated, still stuck in that cycle. You don't need motivation. You need a system. You need structure. You need to start. And you can start right now.